We have the good fortune to bring Dave Salvador with us from Gogo. I keep joking in the past about Gogo's attempt at world domination. I don't think it's an attempt anymore. I think it kind of done it. Dave, what's happening with Gogo? Just tell me when we all basically have to bow down and go, yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know about domination. I think it's a continued focus on investment. Our company has been focused on business aviation since the beginning. We decided to play around in the airlines a little bit and decided that wasn't the best long-term solution for our company, so that ended up be selling that.
That's an interesting business.
Yeah, so we have had a lot of success with equipping aircraft, everything from a single-engine turboprop all the way up to the VVIP category with our products and services. And as we look to continue to be competitive in the marketplace, we decided to make an investment. And that investment was bringing the two leading connectivity powerhouses together, being Gogo and Satcom Direct, and that was officially consummated in December of last year.
How's that going?
It's going well. I mean, bringing two companies of the same magnitude together has a bit of challenge.
No fist fights in the hall or anything?
No, nothing like that. Just, I guess, trying to get comfortable with processes and how things are run. And that has been, it's only 90 days old, really, if you think about it. It's not very long that's been going on. But we have already had some successes with bringing our product portfolios together. Made an announcement here at the event yesterday that we're going to have an integration with our new low Earth orbit or LEO satellite connectivity solution with the Satcom Direct router, which is a very prolific product in the market. They're installed between the SDR, the Satcom Direct router, and the Satcom Direct router gateway. There's over 4,000 aircraft in service that have those smart routers.
That's an Air Force.
And that, with the integration with Galileo, now increases the target opportunity to add the satellite bearer to that existing aircraft infrastructure.
So you're going to have all the bases covered.
Yeah, between Advance, which we now are over 4,600 aircraft that are flying, with the Advance L3 or L5, add the Satcom Direct routers. Now you have a target audience that doesn't have to go in and disturb the Wi-Fi environment in the airplane. We just add the antenna once the SDC is available and wire it into the existing infrastructure.
What's the customer base telling you?
They're anxious. I mean, high-speed connectivity and bandwidth in the airplane is something that everybody wants more of. Our phones, our computers,
It's the ultimate addiction.
Yeah, I mean, every app that comes out requires more data. So people want to have that same level of connectivity in the aircraft that they have in their office or in their home. And the way to do that is you have to invest. You have to upgrade the technology in your airplane.
But the versatility it brings to the airplane is incredible.
Correct. And if your airplane is globally missioned, you also may not want to have only one bearer in the aircraft. You may want to have an investment that is multi-bearer, and that may include a low Earth orbit satellite system, an air-to-ground system, or a GEO system, which now by the acquisition of Satcom Direct, we bring those, all those technologies together and increase our portfolio.
Certainly not a one-trick pony.
No, not at all.
Outstanding. Yeah, I've told you the story from years past when I was traveling quite a bit on a CJ3 with the late Tracy Forrest, and man, he'd bring me along because the minute he was off the ground and popped everything into the panel and had everything settled down, is your airplane, and he's got Gogo going, he's got his laptop out, and he's just working it.
Yeah.
He's got everything we need to do done from his business standpoints to where we're going to have lunch in Texas.
Wow.
It was incredible. I mean, he played that thing like a violin. It was great.
Connectivity is synonymous with people while they own aircraft or fly business jets.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
So how's the future look? Where are your next steps? What can the customer base expect, and what other customer bases are you targeting?
So by combining the portfolios, of course, we now have a global reach that we did not have necessarily before. The Satcom Direct team, the global team, is extensive. Offices all over the globe, and from a standpoint of that focus of customer support that you're going to need by having connectivity wherever you fly your aircraft, we're in really good position now to have that. And then, of course, continued investments in our products and services and the integration of our two portfolios. Not only does the new Gogo have hardware and services available, we also have tools available. Satcom Direct has an enormous war chest of tools for the directors of maintenance, for the crew on board, as well as people planning flights. So there's a lot more to come from the combined portfolio.
Outstanding. Well, we're glad to see progress being made. We're glad to see that it has been a kinder process than some of the other interesting partnerships and mergers that have occurred, or acquisitions in many cases. So that works out well. But I got to ask the X question.
Mm-hmm.
How does this all work in a world where Starlink is sticking its nose?
Well, it's certainly putting us in a position to be more competitive, right? I mean, if
well,
there
that
is,
doesn't hurt. You guys are competitive sons
and
of
we are,
guns.
and
Yeah,
we
I mean,
are,
seriously.
and I that focus word again is our vertical market focus is aviation, right? I mean, that's all we do.
Yeah.
You strengthen your teams by putting a global infrastructure of support. The expectations of our clientele is, when something is not working correctly, that people are on site within 24 to 48 hours. And that's where you start differentiating yourself. If the experience is on par with whoever you're competing against, what you stand out in is how you service that customer and the longevity you have in the business.
And that's the one complaint we're hearing right, left, and forward about Starlink, is trying to get a hold of customer support.
Yeah.
Everything from the teeny little end user and nowhere, Idaho, to the guy operating a business aircraft and got a brand new installation, and he's got questions and he can't get a call returned.
Yeah, well, that's again where we're looking to differentiate ourselves. And the other aspect of differentiation too is who you're partnering with on the technology. And we've been blessed on the LEO side, the low Earth orbit system that we've developed in partnership with Hughes, the antenna manufacturer, and the Eutelsat OneWeb network. That network, that low Earth orbit network, is built for mobility. It's a symmetrical network with the way they place their satellites. Aircraft are in motion, so they need connectivity that's consistent wherever they fly. And when you compare to the other LEO solution that's available, in order to have increase in bandwidth, you have to actually coagulate satellites, is the best way I can say it. And if you were to actually go on the internet and look at both networks live, you'll see one, a very symmetrical network that's in service, and the other one is not very symmetrical because that one was not designed for mobility.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. When somebody comes to you, say they're a mid-level biz jet operator, they don't have a solution, they're not educated, what is it that you tell them? How do you teach them? What knowledge do they need to have to be able to make an educated decision?
On what to put for connectivity on their aircraft?
Yep.
Yeah, it really comes down to where do you fly and what's the mission of your aircraft. So if you're predominantly someone that operates in North America, it may be a best solution to put in an air-ground system. Mm-hmm. We have our existing license network that we're upgrading to the latest cellular technologies of LTE. That's in work right now. Our 5G network and products will be coming out this year. So that may be the solution for them to meet their needs. If they sometimes travel outside North America, they want to go down to the islands, go to Mexico, then maybe a single LEO solution might be the right one. Or if you're globally missioned and connectivity is paramount no matter where you fly in the world, then it may be a combination of LEO, GEO, and whatever else that our company has to offer. And the other thing that we're doing too is you mentioned the one-trick pony aspect of it. We're investing in technology that will be long-standing and that you can change networks on in the future. Mm-hmm. So as an example, if there's another LEO satellite network that comes out, we may consider offering an option for that service on the infrastructure that we've built in the aircraft.
They're proposing new ones every other week, it seems.
They are, and we're watching all that and evaluating that.
It's going to get crowded up there.
Yeah.
Everybody on the ISS better be ready to duck. We have looked at this industry and its health and welfare, so to speak, for a number of years. You've been a major player in the AEA community. How would you gauge the health of the avionics community from your standpoint as a major manufacturer?
I've had the honor to serve on the board of directors for the AEA for 3 terms. My last year was last year, so this is the first year I came to the event in almost a decade that I've not had a requirement to attend a board meeting. But one of the things that we looked at, one of the things that we looked at in a better part of the last 4 or 5 years is our workforce, right? And our aging out technicians, trying to bring fresh technicians into our industry, having people have awareness of business aviation, looking at opportunities for transitioning military members to come in. So as we look at our industry, I think that's one of the things we have to be very cognizant about is fresh talent and how to continue to get the people that are the hands-on servicing the aircraft and have people understand there's tremendous opportunity in this industry. So that's workforce is a big thing for me.
I was very impressed with AEA's announcement of the CAET.
Yep.
Obviously, they've been thinking and talking about it for since God wore sneakers. But I really like the fact that AEA, who has distinguished itself as one of the best associations we've seen in aviation, and I've been working with this stuff for over 50 years. Very impressive all the way through, and that's great. But the way that they are attacking the issue on their own and utilizing the auspices that they are is just bloody smart.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
Because let's face it, everybody here is talking about how hard it is to hire.
Yeah. Yeah. And there is a technician shortage. I mean, there's no doubt. You could pull any avionics shop, any MRO, any OEM, and every one of them would tell you they have open recs for avionics techs. That's why it's such an opportunity for people that don't know about our industry, and they want it, and they're good in the technical field, and they want to, launch a career in avionics.
Oh, it's fun because we get the call a couple times a month about, hey, I want to be in aviation, and I want to do this, and I want to do that, and flight training's expensive, and I'm not sure that's the way I want to make a living, but I love airplanes and this and that. And I go, oh man, call Mike Adamson. Seriously,
well,
we got a deal for you.
Website together too. Yeah. Is it Aerojobs.net? I can't think of the name, but that is a great website for opportunities too.
Well, we're happy to see that that effort being made. I'm curious to learn more about it as it goes forward, and may even sit in on a couple of sessions here and there and get educated myself, because let's face it, it can only help.
All right.
We shall see. Where can people get more information on Gogo? How can they get better educated? They're looking to either institute a solution or upgrade what they have.
So we obviously offer our direct customer sales team from a standpoint of supporting the dealers that we have as authorized dealers. They know who their channel managers are, and there's always our website, which is gogoair.com.
Okay. Well, as always, we've sure enjoyed talking to you. We've had such a ball working with you over the years, and it's fun watching the progress. When you see good people doing good things and being creative and innovative about it and watching the industry go forward, that's when I sit back and go, yeah, cool. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. We thank you so much.
Thanks, Jim.
As always.
Aero-News Network's coverage of the 68th Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show, live from Phoenix, Arizona, is brought to you in part by the following sponsors: